Ever felt that panic when the immigration officer locks eyes with you and asks a question you weren't ready for? One wrong answer could mean delays or denial. Part 1. Top 10 immigration questions you must know before your next trip. 1. What's the purpose of your visit? This is usually the first question immigration officers ask, and it's not just small talk. They're checking if your reason for travel matches the visa in your passport. Keep your answer short and clear. Say something like, "I'm here for vacation," or "I'm attending a business meeting." Never over-explain. And don't say you're helping family if you're on a tourist visa. That simple mistake could lead to extra screening, or even denial of entry. 2. How long will you be staying? This question tests whether your trip fits within your visa's time frame. Even if your plans are flexible, always give a confident, specific answer. Say, 3 weeks. Avoid vague responses like "maybe a month," "I'm not sure." Uncertainty sends the wrong signal. Your travel duration should always match your return flight or booking records. 3. Do you have proof you'll leave the country? This isn't just a formality. Immigration wants to know you're not planning to overstay. Be ready to show your return or onward ticket. Say confidently, "Yes, I have my return flight on the 28th. If your plans are still forming, use a refundable ticket as proof. It gives you flexibility while still satisfying border control requirements. 4. Where will you be staying? They want to see that you have somewhere safe and plan to stay. Even if you're moving around, always have a clear answer for your first few nights. Say, "I booked an Airbnb in downtown for 5 nights. Have a digital or printed reservation on hand." Saying "I haven't figured it out yet" is a red flag at most airports. 5. What do you do for work? This question helps them understand how you're funding your trip. Be honest, clear, and confident, even if you're not working right now. You can say, "I'm a retired teacher," or "I'm a freelance designer." Avoid stammering or appearing unsure, it could raise concerns. They're not trying to interrogate you, they just want to make sure you're financially stable during your visit. 6. How much money are you carrying? This isn't just about cash, it's about proving you can support yourself during your stay. Some countries have minimum daily spending requirements, especially for tourists. Have a clear answer, like, "I have $1,500 on my card, and I brought $300 in cash." Bring a bank statement or show a card if asked. Being financially prepared reduces your risk of being flagged for extra questioning. 7. Did you pack your bag yourself? This may seem like a routine question, but it's very serious. Officers ask to make sure you're not unknowingly carrying something illegal, or helping someone smuggle prohibited items. The best answer is short and confident, "Yes, I packed it myself." Never joke or get defensive. If someone helped, just say so honestly. 8. Are you traveling alone? They ask this to confirm your travel story and identify anyone who may be accompanying you. If you're with others, be prepared to mention their names and your relationship to them. Say something like, "Yes, I'm traveling with my sister," or "I'm traveling solo." Keep your tone clear and consistent with your travel bookings. 9. Do you have family in this country? Don't panic, this question isn't always a trap. They want to know whether you have support locally and to confirm your story checks out. Answer truthfully. Say, "Yes, my cousin lives in Houston," and be ready to provide their name and city. If you're staying with them, some countries may require a letter of invitation, so check before you fly. 10. Have you been here before? They already know some of your travel history, but they want to hear your version. This is how they check for consistency or previous overstays. You can say, "Yes, I visited 2 years ago for a week." You don't need exact dates, just a general, confident reply. It shows you're a familiar traveler who follows the rules. Part 1 Recap. Quick answer checklist. Before we move on to the tougher, less expected questions, let's do a quick recap. If you're short on time or feeling overwhelmed, just remember these 10 questions and rehearse short, confident answers. Purpose of visit? Vacation. Duration? 3 weeks. Return proof? Ticket ready. Stay address? Airbnb downtown. Occupation? Retired teacher. Funds? Bank proof or credit card. Packed yourself? Yes. Traveling alone? With sister. Family here? Cousin, in New York. Been here before? Yes, in 2023. 10 questions. 10 strong answers. These alone can make the difference between a smooth entry and a stressful delay. Stick around, because in part 2, we're getting into the questions most travelers never expect, but should. Part 2, 10 more immigration questions you didn't know they'd ask. 11. Where are you coming from? This may sound simple, but your answer needs to match your passport stamps and your travel records. Say something like, I flew in from Paris after visiting Europe for a month. They're checking the consistency of your journey, especially if you've crossed multiple borders. Even seasoned travelers can get tripped up here. So always keep your story straight and easy to follow. 12. Are you bringing anything to declare? This is one of the most overlooked immigration questions, and a dangerous one to answer wrong. Don't guess. Know before you go. You can say, no, just personal items and clothes. But remember, some countries have strict rules on bringing in medication, food, or large amounts of currency. Always check the official customs website before flying, and declare if in doubt. 13. Can we contact the person you're staying with? This one surprises a lot of people, especially if they're staying with friends or relatives. Be ready with the full name, address, and phone number of your host. Some immigration officers, especially in countries like Canada or Mexico, might actually call them. Say confidently, yes, I have their number and address right here if you need it. Being unprepared here can delay your entry or raise unnecessary suspicion. 14. Have you been refused entry before? This is a sensitive question, but honesty is absolutely required. If the answer is yes, don't hide it. Explain what happened briefly and factually. For example, yes, I was denied entry to the UK in 2021 due to an expired visa. I've since resolved it and had no issues since. Trying to hide a past denial can lead to an automatic flag, or worse. 15. What's your full itinerary? Even if you're a flexible traveler, immigration expects a basic plan. Saying I'll figure it out once I arrive is not going to work. Instead, say something like, I'll be in Toronto for 3 days, then flying to Vancouver for the week. Mention 2 or 3 places, a timeline, and keep it casual but clear. You don't need to memorize a schedule, just show that you've thought it through. 16. Can you show your hotel booking or return flight? This is a very common question, and it usually comes up when your plans sound too vague. The key here is preparation, not perfection. Say, yes, I've got the hotel confirmation and return ticket right here. And remember, always save screenshots offline. Don't rely on airport Wi-Fi when it matters most. 17. Do you have any supporting documents? Immigration officers may ask for anything, from a visa approval letter to proof of travel insurance. Keep it simple. Say, yes, I have my visa letter, travel insurance, and invitation email on my phone. Store everything in a digital folder or travel app, and have printed copies if possible. Being organized shows you're serious and responsible. 18. What's your final destination? This is especially common during layovers or if you're entering through a transit country. Say something like, my final stop is Brazil. I'm just connecting through Lisbon. They're confirming your overall travel route makes sense and isn't suspicious. A clear, confident answer goes a long way here. 19. Why did you choose this country? This question might feel personal, but it helps them understand your travel motivation. Be real, but stay positive and clear. Say, it's on my bucket list, I've always wanted to see the architecture and local culture. Avoid vague phrases like I just felt like it. Sound intentional and informed. 20. Are you meeting anyone here? This one helps them verify your story, especially if you're not staying in a hotel. You might say, yes, I'm joining a guided tour group at 10 a.m. on the first day. This shows your plans are organized and legitimate. If you're meeting a friend or relative, be ready with their details. Part 2 quick recap before we close. Here's a rapid-fire summary of Part 2. These are the questions that catch travelers off guard, so rehearse them in advance. 1. Where are you coming from? I'm coming from Paris. 2. Anything to declare? No, just personal items. 3. Can we call your host? Yes, I have their number right here. 4. Ever been denied entry? No. 5. What's your itinerary? 3 days in Toronto, then a week in Vancouver. 6. Can you show bookings? Yes, I have them saved on my phone. 7. Got supporting docs? Yes, I have my visa and insurance documents. 8. Final destination? Sao Paulo, Brazil. 9. Why this country? I've always wanted to explore the culture and history. 10. Meeting anyone here? Yes, I'm meeting a tour group on arrival. That's it, 10 more questions, 10 calm, confident answers. The kind of answers that keep your entry smooth and stress-free. Bonus segment, what if you say the wrong thing? Even if you mess up, don't panic. If you freeze, take a breath, smile, and correct yourself. Say something like, sorry, I meant I'm staying 2 weeks, not 3. Immigration officers don't expect perfection. But they do expect honesty. Silence or nervousness looks suspicious, so speak clearly, even if you need to backtrack. Staying calm is your best tool at the border. If you've ever had a weird question at immigration, drop it in the comments and help a fellow traveler out. And if this video helped you prepare, hit that like button and subscribe for more airport hacks every week. Do you want to know the latest gist? Then subscribe now and check the pinned comment.